Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Claude Porras, and in Educate Yourself, today we are going to talk how the New World Order plans to control your mind by sounds, by air, by food, by bathings, and by chemtrails. For example, I wake up at 4 a.m. because these kind of noises, but I'm prepared. I have these earphones, wireless, to watch TV or listen my music here in my apartment. I have these ear protections. They are very special for very thoughtful sounds. I have these that they are special for swimming. I have this one. These are for my iPhone. And I have these special tampons for my ears. So be careful, be prepared, because if you don't, they are going to control your mind and you are going to fail in the network. With a cup of coffee, smell the freedom and have a lovely day.
To forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
I believe the devil wants to take over the church. I believe the devil wants to take over this church, one person at a time.
Talk about the New World Order defined as you have as being Luciferian.
Yes.
How do you know that?
My investigations led me to look at the back of the American dollar, and I found these strange seals on the dollar here. They're Illuminati seals, which was a secret society set up in 1776 by a man called Adam Weishaupt. And on the back of the dollar here, you see the seal on the left-hand side, and there's an eye in the triangle. It's the eye of Horus in Egyptian mythology, now called the eye of Lucifer or Satan. And thus we see we're dealing with a Luciferian plan. People need to recognize the God of Freemasonry will lead the world into this peculiar and particular purpose for which America was set up, which is to lead the whole world system into a one world government, a one world religion, a one world law system, and a one world money system.
What he brought to the Freemasons here, guys, if you look at this quote here, when the Mason learns the key, that the key is the proper application of dynamo in living power, he has learned the mystery of his craft. The seething energies of Lucifer are in his hands. Okay, guys, so through this, I'm really going to be able to show you that the top levels of Masonry are Luciferians. The other lower levels, they have really no idea. They're States, Newsweek, Police State, America's New Way of Life, guys. That's what's going to happen. What happens in the United States is going to happen in Canada. Okay, guys, so we need to be aware. And this is really occurring in the United States, guys. They're moving into a police state. Police are being trained on, combating civilians and retaining civilians, and being put in all these types of trainings to prepare them for civil unrest and things like that. For what reason, guys? Okay, honestly, you really need to look at this because it's really going to start affecting you soon. Okay, Big Brother's watching you guys. Okay, so we're going to talk about this huge grid that they have in place that basically allows them to see anything we do, guys, okay? So don't doubt that anything you do right now is being monitored. Your cell phones, what you do online, even when you're walking in the streets. I'm going to show you in the UK, they've got enormous amounts of video surveillance that have went up after the quote-unquote terrorist attacks, okay, guys? And this is just more control. It's to eventually move us into a position that we don't have rights, we don't have freedom, and it's very easy to put us into the New World Order, guys, okay? So, like I said, we're going to look at how they're monitoring us, why they're monitoring us.
The rest of the world. The Obama administration is about to hand over control of the internet to the global community, giving up the oversight that manages technical functions and website addresses, like when you buy a web
questions about a person's First Amendment rights. The teens were recording their ordeal on one of these. It's a GoPro camera. An officer then asked them to shut it off. The question is, do they have the right to record a cop?
The officers, they came out of the trees with their assault rifles, and I was right over there.
A GoPro camera records until this.
I know of nothing in the law that says I can't record a conversation or an encounter with a police officer. Period.
Thanks to police in riot gear who responded by firing pepper spray and grenades into the crowd. One guy even stands right in front of officers as they pelt him over and over again with pellets. Police arrested that man and at least 9 others while students in the crowd shouted, "Police brutality."
The martial law is coming. U.S. soldiers exposing the New World Order.
If we don't act now, we're going to lose all our rights. The people need to stand up and unite and stop this, because you are losing your rights as we speak. They got H.R. 2749, which is a Food Safety Act, and this affects the entire country, which gives them the authority to shut down a geographical area, meaning a state, a whole state, if they want to, under the guise of contaminated food. They can stop all forms of transportation in and out of the state. They can destroy vehicles. They can declare martial law, and they can shut restaurants down. They can shut down supermarkets. And I'm not going for it. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are upset and they don't know what to do. But I'm telling you right now, all we have to do is unite, and we'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Shut up and sit down. I am the boss. You don't know what I am capable to do, but I don't come to this world to sit down. Get out of my way, because I am on.